again. Welcome again to YetBol Entertainment Network. This is your girl Yetunde Ifelowo Thomas, aka Miss T. See who I have here. I have two doctors in the house. They are here to YetBol Netwok Studio. Can you introduce yourself to me, please?
I'm Yemisi.
And I'm Femi.
Welcome. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself, how you have been able to deal with this COVID-19 as a doctor and as a healthcare worker?
Well, born and raised in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, like we like to call it.
Okay.
Family medicine is where I work right now, and we've been doing we're taking a lot of precautions rather, just making sure we're protecting ourselves and our staff.
Good. And Dr. Femi, what will you say to that?
I agree with Dr. Yemisi. I mainly work in the hospital, but definitely just wearing full protective equipment and trying to encourage everyone to stay home when they don't have to really be outside in the public, and just hoping all of this go away soon.
Amen. So for the viewers who are looking at us out there, because of fear, because I believe healthcare workers are more fearful than really, the contact and the disease itself. So what is your advice, encouragement to give to some of our healthcare workers there?
Biggest thing is doing your best in simple terms to not slack off. Always make sure you have your mask on. If you're coming in contact with a patient physically, make sure you're wearing your protective gear, whether it's a headgear or a full body covering, whatever your facility has to offer you. Okay. That's the most important thing, and just don't take any shortcuts.
Good. So as medical doctors in the field, will you tell viewers in the world, are you scared or do you really regret being a medical doctor?
Obviously, first and foremost, we're humans to begin with, right? But at the same time, this is part of the job. It's the good, the bad. At the end of the day, we all got in this profession first and foremost to help people, to be at the forefront of all of this, and that's a job, that's a responsibility. Obviously, we have families. You still have to take caution, protect yourself, but try to help out as much as you can, because people rely on us during this period as well. They rely on us to show confidence, to help them, and that's what we do.
Yeah,
I agree with Dr. Femi. I mean, no one signed up for a pandemic, but we definitely signed up to be medical professionals. Mm-hmm. And I hope I'm speaking for him as well when I say we definitely do not regret our decisions to become doctors. Just seeing people get better and helping them get to where they need to be in terms of their health care is really what we want.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm a registered nurse myself, and also I'm a leader in my field. As medical doctors, most of our staff will come to you guys, mm-hmm. And you guys will write them like 14 days off, 21 days, and sometimes you tend to extend it. Some really are not really positive for the COVID. They just feel like because of underlying diseases, mm-hmm. they don't have to come to work. It brings about shortage to healthcare. Mm-hmm. So as medical doctor, what is your view on this? Why will you give people days off? I mean, I'm not saying you guys are doing it, but I'm asking the question as, a medical doctor, do you see any reason why they should be granted to healthcare workers?
Yeah, that's a, pretty touchy subject you touched on there. Again, there are tests out there. We have very good tests. At the same time, there's always that chance of a false negative. So really, if someone is symptomatic, be it a common flu, it's not the flu period, but whatever it is, if you're sick, we trust you that you tell us you're sick, and we would say it's the right thing to stay away. Hopefully none of us are trying to take advantage of this. If you are really sick, then you should stay away, because the patients are really sick people, and, we don't want to make our patients sicker. That's kind of the point. And it's hard to tell,
Kind of say that.
Mm-hmm.
And the 14-day period came about is what the experts, with thoughts of what the incubation period is. So in order to keep everyone safe and to be safe, we give 14 days. But more often than not, if the patient is tested, if the results come back prior to the end of the 14 days, then we say they can go back to work.
Okay. So, what is your view, and how do you think somebody who already tested positive coming back to work 14 days, do you believe there's higher chances that this person can contract it again, or they're fine to work with COVID patients, or they're just free within other healthcare members?
I don't think anyone knows the answer to that. I think those patients who were once positive should still be subjected to wear PPE like everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your advice to the viewers related to COVID-19, this pandemic, which is global? What will you advise them related to these stay-at-home orders that they wanted it to be lifted? What is your advice to the viewers out there?
I think we should take it, seriously. You should only go out when you have to. Try to, continue the social distancing and just be responsible.
I agree.
Okay, that's good. So, do you think anytime soon this is going to be over? And there's rumor out there that there's something that is more, that is going to be more detrimental than what is going on now, that is coming, and it's going to come through water? Did you hear anything about it?
Not that I'm aware of, but again, no one knows when a pandemic would happen or when infection will spread to the point of becoming a pandemic. So we just gotta pray for the best.
Okay. So also, there was this rumors again that the debts for healthcare workers should be forgiven by the government. What is your view on this? Because I would love it to happen that way.
I think every healthcare worker who has a substantial amount of debt or any debt at all would be really appreciative if their debt was forgiven. Will it happen? We don't know.
Okay. All right. Any word of encouragement for people in Nigeria?
Just have patience. Listen to your leaders. No one really knows how to control this or how to make everything stop, and I'm speaking in very simple terms here, but just stay positive, continue to pray, continue your home precautions, your safety precautions, hand washing after grocery shopping, after you go to the market, whatever you do. When you come in contact with someone else, social distancing, avoiding handshakes, the new elbow shake you like to do now.
Yeah.
Just little things like that to keep yourself safe.
Yeah. I agree, and it's really tough for people in Nigeria, actually. In other countries, we could really stay home. We have constant electricity. We have credit cards. We could do groceries. Some of us get, the stimulus check. I have folks in Nigeria, and they said they haven't received any type of help. Some people depend on going outside to work every day. If you have a small shop where you're selling, you depend on that to go outside to make income. And if you stay home, I could understand why it's tough. But we just have to look at the bigger picture and say, first of all, we have to live, we have to be in good health, and, money will come. So for those guys out there, just, try to do your best to stay safe. And, for those of you out there who can help, try to help somebody out, because it's really tough for some people, Yeah.
I want to say thank you to Dr. Femi and Dr. Yemisi for gracing the studio. I want to say thank you for your time. As you all listen to them and hear their word of advice to stay home, proper hand washing, social distancing, no handshakes, and please stay home if you have no business coming out, and that is going to really, really help, to decrease the chances of having this COVID. We don't have a cure for it yet, but we know very soon something will come up. And we want to say thank you for watching us live. We want to say thank you. This is YetBol Netwok. If you want us to promote you, if you want the community to know who you are, you can call our number on the screen and we will do it. Thank you.
Yeah, we thank you, the YetBol Entertainment Network, for having us.
Thank you.
For you guys watching us, you're probably saying, why are we not 6 feet apart? You know, we have our fever gun, we've checked our thermometer, everything looks good. So I think we are very fine. Okay, thank you so much for having us. Okay?
And thank you, Dr. Femi, for adding that in. So
Yes.
we did our attempts, and
Yes.
our vitals are stable, and we already beat the COVID. Thank you.